Today we're going to learn how to draw an owl. Ready? Today's lesson we're going to learn how to draw a baby owl. This guy looks really, really cute. So let's get started. The biggest shape on the owl would be the oval for the body. So keeping in mind I'm going to want room for the head as well as the feet and the legs. I'm going to have that largest shape pretty much in the middle of my paper. Now next I'm going to move on to that head shape, and it's the same width as the body, but it crosses over quite a bit in here and then comes up. Now did you know that baby owls are called owlets? I find that a very interesting fact. Next I'm going to move into this cross. Now the cross inside the circle actually will help with defining the face, where the eyes go, where the beak goes. It's very helpful in future planning. Now we would add the legs. Kind of comes down at an angle from each side, out, down, a little bit back, angle like a V, coming in, and then straight out, up, and back. It's kind of a funny little shape. If you change it a little bit, it's not a big deal. It's just kind of nice to have this flatter piece on the ground. Next, the second leg goes out. Notice how these two lines go towards each other slightly. It's bigger at the bottom and slightly comes together. And it's going to be about the same. If you need to draw a line underneath to help guide you, feel free. It's going to be about a similar pattern with some fun angles just going in there. With that, we're going to move on to the face. Did you know owls or owlets are born with one tooth? It's kind of silly. But I'm going to go ahead and get that eye in, and notice how it overlaps right here where the body and that cross kind of come together. And the other circle is here. I'm going to make those eyes pretty big. Next would be the beak, and that falls just below the center on that line, and it's a diamond. Maybe a little longer tip. Then I'm going to have the center of the eyes, circles within circles. And we're ready to move on to the fifth step. We're going to get a little bit more detail in it now and start erasing some lines. You're going to notice that the neck, you can start getting the pattern and the texture of where the neck comes and meets the body. I'm going to go ahead and start erasing some of these lines so I can get in the details inside that head. Erase that circle. Also going to erase the line inside those legs. So now we've got a good starting off point for the details. So with that beak, I notice how there's a little area outside of it showing kind of the feathers and the details around the beak. I also might soften the top of the curve and the sides, make it more of like a talon in there. Also add a little bit more detail in the eyes, maybe another circle I see inside of there, close to the edge. And then we have this like eyebrow area, which kind of comes up and around. Notice how it starts here, kind of makes this soft curve around. The other one starts on the other side of that nose or beak and kind of comes around there. I'm going to continue adding more feathers and texture in here. And some at the bottom. I'm going to add it over the legs. Have it come up a little bit. Some more feathers down in here. Have fun with it. It doesn't have to match perfectly. It's just a guide. And the feet here. Add some details in here. A line there. There we go. I feel good. Moving on from the fifth step to the final step. And here I see a little kind of tail in the back that I'm going to add. And all it is kind of connecting a little tail from one leg to the other. I'm going to erase in here and add some talons on the feet. There we are. Oh, I noticed there's a couple little nostrils in the nose right here. I'm going to add in. I might actually fill in my eyes around here to add that pupil to make it nice. And then I feel pretty good about this. I think he's cute. Maybe get a little texture around the body so it's not just a hard oval, but you can see the feather texture. And there we go. I think this is a good stopping point for me. You can take it further, add feathers, color it in. But thank you so much for working with me today. It was a lot of fun.